have another day of court in a freezing courthouse. It's very cold in there, on purpose, I believe. They don't seem to be able to get the temperature up. It shouldn't be that complicated, but we have a freezing courthouse, and that's fine. That's just fine.
It's just fine. That's why I bring it up repeatedly and immediately. Maybe they have it cold in there to wake you up, buddy. You just watched former president of America, former most powerful man in the world, whining about everything possible. Whining about the temperature in the courthouse, not the fact that he's facing jail time. Could you warm it up just a little? Would be really great. The clip was from this morning, which marked day 8 of the hush money trial, where he is facing the accusation of not just paying off a porn star that he slept with while his wife was pregnant with their child, but also using campaign funds and other official funds to pay for that hush money and then covering that up. And it's election interference charge, and it's very serious. We aim to be objective here at TYT, so we do want to cover it from both sides. And from what we can tell, it does seem to be very cold in that courtroom. Judge, is it possible just to warm it up a degree or two? It's so freezing in here, Trump attorney Todd Blanche said last Thursday. Judge Juan Merchan responded, and of course leave it to Trump to somehow end up with a rhyming judge's name. Judge Juan Merchan responded, honest answer to that question is if I did that, it would probably go up about 30 degrees. So I don't feel like Judge Merchan really understands how the thermostats work, or they really maybe should fix that thermostat. It is cold, there is no question, he continued. I would rather be real cold than sweating. And really, those are your choices. And we can guarantee you this, Trump would rather be cold than sweating as well. He just wants a thing to say at the camera, and the evidence presented in the trial isn't the stuff he can say that can really exonerate him, so he has to fill it with some complaint. Apparently the temperature of the courtroom is not stopping Trump though from getting, as I mentioned, plenty of shut-eye. Take a look at this.
I also have another source who's inside the courtroom who asked that I not name them specifically. But this source had a very interesting take of what was going on in the courtroom. They said that Trump looked to actually be in close to deep REM sleep, that his lids are heavy, oftentimes look like he's about to fall asleep, but then he's taking full-on bona fide naps, possibly REM sleep taking place.
Sounds like your source is a sleep doctor. So it's pretty easy to identify.
Was it where his eyes moving? I guess his eyes are like rapid, like I guess
it does
doing what it stands for. Yes.
I mean, it was just very confusing. What do you guys think? I feel like I've said plenty.
What do you think, Jackson?
Well, first and foremost, I would rather be cold if I got a suit on than be very hot if I got a suit on, because then that would just be bad. But Donald Trump is truly a phenomenon. He is incredible. It's like, you know, in his civil trials, he probably wouldn't have gotten fined as much as he did if he didn't go outside every day and say, you know, F the judge, F the jury, F everybody, everything's so unfair, it's all a witch hunt. He's doing the same stuff now in his criminal trials, which I don't see how that's gonna help him whatsoever. Talking about the unconstitutional gag order so that he can do whatever he wants. And now he's cold. So it doesn't matter what it is, he's gonna find some reason to complain about it. But he's a one-trick pony. This is all he can do is whine and complain.
I just love picturing how long he's in that hallway complaining to the reporters. It's my like, they're all just like, no, sir, we just need to get the shot of you walking in. Like that's why we're here, and you're late. And the bailiff's like, I don't know what's happening. Can we start the proceedings? Like that's what he lives for. Donald Trump is out there talking about what he's stream of consciousness, word vomiting outside the courtroom for so long that he's bound to say something about the weather in the courtroom. And I love that you point out that he's falling asleep. Like the reason that when you do a show, you try to keep it cold in the room is so people will stay awake and be ready and more engaged and laugh and watch better, as opposed to fall asleep. And like, dude, you're in hot water. You should be grateful for every bit of cold that you encounter during your trials.
It's a fact, and I love that you brought up that he is just stream of consciousness complaining about everything possible, because here is former President Trump in the same impromptu talking to the cameras today, complaining about this as well.
Thank you very much, everybody. Appreciate it. I want to start by wishing my wife, Melania, a very happy birthday. It'd be nice to be with her, but I'm in a courthouse for a rig trial.
Yeah, and you know for a fact he doesn't want to wish her happy birthday. He only used that as an excuse to complain about, again, being there. He's like, what can I use from my personal life that normal people would have emotions about or actually want to wish a loved one well? Which one can I use today to complain about being here at the Biden trial? I signed up for Donald Trump's text blasts because I just thought that would be the most entertaining thing, and it really is. All the time I get texts that are like, please, right now, you've got to help me. I'm stuck here in the Biden trial. He's calling it the Biden trial. It's his trial. He's the one on trial, not Biden. Then 20 minutes later, he's like, I've got a great new limited edition dark MAGA hat. If you're interested, please support me. I mean, it's the most desperate, sad experience. I recommend it.
I'm glad that you recommended that because I think that I'm definitely gonna get into that.
I like that he's going like, I'd like to start today by, start what?
Yeah.
The time after you go through the metal detector? Yeah. This is not a press conference.
Yeah, and he goes, thank you for being here. Like it's his hour special. They're there at your criminal trial to cover you possibly going to jail. Thank you all so much, thank you. I'm Donald Trump, that's my time. Thank you so much.
Who's thanking him for being there? Melania. So she doesn't have to have him around on his birthday. She's like, I asked for one thing this whole year, and it's for him to A, go to jail, and B, in the meantime, just not be around my house.
Yeah, it used to be
somehow, some way.
It used to be hard to schedule the pool boy to come in, but now it's just whenever. He's never home no more.
We don't even got to sneak around no more. We just separated. We just ain't actually get the divorce. You know,
the pool boy's actually doing some pool cleaning now too.
You know it's the truth.
Got the time.
One of the Damage Report producers pointed out, like there was one year he was like, I didn't get her anything this year for her birthday. Like I didn't get her much. I don't know. He doesn't get anything. Like, they have a toxic relationship. From what I've seen with my own eyes, every time they get off a plane, and she's like, leave my hand alone.
Yes. And I don't even know if they really know each other well, because in one of the depositions from one of his trials, there was that clip where he says, honestly, I'm not sure when Mercedes and I were married. He called her Mercedes. That's his wife. Yeah,
oh, because he was like slap on the mind.
Yeah.
Hey, but that is a good point though. They likely, I mean, they're married. I guess. Look, the worst thing that ever happened to both of them was him becoming president. Donald Trump wouldn't be in almost any of this mess if he didn't become president, and Melania would be living it up high, still separated from him, but less in the spotlight. So,
and like
it would have went a lot better.
The rest of his statement is like, so happy birthday to my wife Melania from the bottom of my heart. Now I have to go into my hush money trial for when I cheated on you and tried to pay her to shut up about it.
While you were pregnant.
Right. I cheated on you at the most inappropriate time possible.
Like if he goes to prison, sure, Americans will be happy, the world, democracy will survive, but no person or entity will be as happy as Melania that day. She'll be like, free at last. She'll be so excited. It'll be quite the day for her.
Yeah, but his son will be at the prison opening his shirt and pressing his nipple on the glass.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR, so those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.